Welcome back to Chatting with the Carters. I'm James, this is my wife Jessica. We've been having some fun. We've been having a lot of fun, guys. Today, tonight, whenever you guys are watching this, we're finna get into some real fun. I'm gonna let my wife kind of take it away, but we've been having some fun, guys. If you're missing this, you guys are not gonna miss it. You're not gonna miss it. Let's get into it, baby girl.
Because technically, if they're hearing you say this,
they're
not missing it.
But they could be at their refrigerator, at the kitchen somewhere.
Okay, so if you're at the fridge,
playing it, get back over here to the
you already have your snacks by now. Come on, sit down and listen.
Yep.
Tune in because we have some amazing guests for you guys today.
Oh, yeah.
We're both super excited. They probably say y'all super excited about everybody.
We always,
we love these people that
friends.
come to sit and talk to us. Like we have some amazing people that we know.
We really do.
We know some dope people.
We need to stop talking to all these people because
that's how you build your network and
you know what?
To expand, and that's how you continue to learn.
She's got a point, guys. See, if you're at the refrigerator, get over here because she's telling me what to do right now.
I feel like he might be a little hungry. That's why he's talking about the refrigerator situation.
No, I'm just playing.
But anyway,
I'm always hungry.
I am so excited about our guests tonight, at whatever point that you are watching this video, whatever point you're tuning in. If you're replaying it, make sure you got your snacks already. Yep. So we won't have to say nothing about the refrigerator again. I'm excited about our guests today, guys. They are the founders of the Right Way 360.
Yeah.
It's a real estate investment company, financial literacy foundation. They have the Head Start Foundation, which is their nonprofit, where they, you know what?
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and bring them out and let them tell you a little bit about who they are and what they do. Let's get into this chat, guys. So give them a very warm Chatting with the Carters welcome. Welcome, guys. Lorenzo and Sarha Wright. My tongue always gets tired, don't it, y'all? But they're here. Welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank y'all for coming out.
We're so excited to have this conversation with you guys.
We're excited to be here. Y'all looking good too. I love it.
Thank you.
Y'all know we had to bring it out.
I love it.
For those of you that are wondering what this is the Black Millionaire shirt line jersey. Actually, it's a jersey. On the back, it says Entrepreneur 100. Yep. This is a line that was created by Lorenzo and Sarha. We're going to give you guys some information later on in the show on how you can get your own shirt to wear.
You can see, they're jazzy. They're jazzy.
Jazzy?
That's what they're using. That's what they've been telling me.
I don't think anybody.
I'm feeling that.
Thank you. Exactly. Hey, I teach out at the college, and these kids have been trying to teach me how to talk. So I'm
old. You know what? I don't get to hang with the young people anymore.
He didn't say jiggy, so.
Yeah, that would be old. I didn't say jiggy. He right. Get jiggy with it, cause
Hey, low key, I probably would have said it's kind of jiggy. Like
she would have said.
Is it me? Oh, okay.
I would have too, but they told me to stop saying that at school. So. But it's okay. As we said earlier, these are flashy. I'm trying to figure out one word to say.
They're nice, y'all.
Spectacular.
They're nice.
I'm loving it.
Great, but no, and they're comfortable.
They are very comfortable.
Yes, they're very comfortable. So we'll let them talk about where you guys can get those at later. But let's keep pushing because we want to get to know these guys. Well, we want you guys to get to know them. We know them well, but we want to expose.
We might get to know some stuff about them today that we didn't know before.
That's a true statement.
So let's see. While you guys get to know them, we're gonna get to know them a little bit more too.
Yep.
But before we dig into getting to know y'all, we're not gonna spend a lot of time on this, but we do want to hear about this. You guys just came back from a worldwide tour.
Yes,
basically.
Yes, we did.
How was that?
Fantastic, phenomenal, fly.
There you go.
Gucci. It was Gucci.
It was sinful.
Yes,
I love it.
No, it was so awesome.
It was. We needed this. It allowed us to disconnect and reconnect with each other.
Yes,
so it was worth every penny that he spent.
I mean, his money, your money, our money.
Yes.
So where did you guys actually go?
We did a Southeast Asia tour. We did Singapore, Indonesia, Thailand, and China.
And thank God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. How was the food?
It's always about the food.
We like food. It's always about the food.
We rate our trips based on food.
There you go.
So it's like the stuff.
If the food was bad, the vacation was bad.
Yeah, the food was good. It was very healthy, and everything was fresh. Like we asked for apple juice, it was squeezed. Apples, like fresh squeezed apple juice,
sugar
watermelon
cane,
juice, sugar.
watermelon.
I'm in love already.
It was amazing.
Everything that we had on all of the continents we went on was prepared that day.
Wow.
Literally right in front of us. So we ate fresh the whole time.
We need that itinerary.
I keep telling folks, I said, I lost 13 pounds in 12 days.
On vacation?
On vacation.
I mean, we ate and we walked and we ate and we walked and we ate. Yeah. And it's, there's steep hills, so you're going up and down. And it's, it was amazing.
But we needed it so bad.
Yes.
It was really needed.
Well, of course you guys needed it. Y'all are super busy. I mean, you've been on Love and Marriage Huntsville on the OWN network. You guys have been featured on CBS, WAAY TV, Forbes Black.
Yes.
You guys are everywhere.
I've been everywhere.
Everything. You are the
and I'm in the right
real estate
outfit.
investment in Huntsville. So okay, before we get into where you are right now, let's go back to the very beginning. Because like right now, for those of you that are tuning in right now, and some of you guys may know them, some of you don't, and many of you probably know where they are right now. You've seen the glamorous lifestyle that some of you may assume that they live. You see the deals that they're able to make right now, but that wasn't always the case.
No.
So let's go back to the very beginning. How did this all get started? Like, tell us where you came from before
all
you got
of this.
here.
Well, the Right Way 360 itself was born out of a need. Back before we are now, I was in IT, and I working a 6-figure job, living the American dream as we were told that we're supposed to live. White picket fence, had the dog, the kids, the whole nine. I went to work one day, as I normally do, and my the CFO was my boss at the time. Came into my office and asked, tapped me on the shoulder, was like, "I need to see you in my office." So nothing new that we didn't discuss before or something that had happened during the day. I got up, I started to follow her. As we were walking towards her office, she detoured towards the front of the building. So I assumed maybe there might be a customer or something she needed me to talk to, or, there's another office there that she wanted to talk out front. But when we got to the front door, she turned to me and said, "At this time, we've elected not to renew your contract, and we're going to need you to leave the premises immediately." And in that moment of listening to that, it didn't really dawn on me. It was surreal. So my immediate reaction was to turn. And when I turned, her assistant was already behind me with all of my stuff.
Your belongings.
That quick?
That quick.
Wow.
So it was a turning point for me, because at this point I realized we're going to lose everything. Because again, we've been living the dream. We've been building up debt. We were living the lifestyle, the whole nine. I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to go home and face my wife and tell her we're about to lose everything? But when I went home,
I was a stay-at-home mom, so I am so grateful for my husband for allowing me to have a soft life.
Talk about it.
It's beautiful, honey, beautiful. So he comes home, and I was taking care of the kids because that time the baby was a baby. And he comes home, and I'm going, well, wait a minute, what are you doing here? It's early. And I thought I was behind because I'm like, dinner wasn't even ready. You have it's just you have a schedule. Once I put the kids down, I'm going to start dinner and, and things like that. And he was like, babes, I got something to tell you. And I'm going, okay, what could it be? I'm thinking somebody passed or whatever. He was like, no, I lost my job. I was like, oh, that's all right. We didn't have nothing before. We can start all over again.
That's the kind of part
okay. And I told him, I said, listen, if we have to live in a cardboard box, as long as we're together, we're good.
She
I
said
am
that.
good.
She said that before that. She said that before that.
Yes.
And in that moment,
wow,
she actually proved it.
Yeah.
So when you're faced with that, at that point it's time to strap on the boots. Yeah. I got to hit this pound hit the ground pounding, because she believes in me. She's putting her trust in me. We got to do this. And as we move forward, we relocated to Huntsville, Alabama.
Let that marinate a little bit.
Yeah, because y'all said something.
The reaction that you get, because a lot of times when stuff like that happens, there's just devastation, and immediately the reaction is, oh my God, what are we going to do? And so you put this
negativity burden
on him to try to go out there and have to make something happen, but all the while feeling like a failure. But you saying, we done been here. We've been broke before. Like we made it through that, and so giving him that ammunition to know that, hey, well, I got to go out here and make it happen. I'm not stressing over my wife thinking I'm a failure. Exactly. That means a lot.
She got the household.
She trusted me to get up, pick up the pieces, and go make something happen. I know you got this. Go make it happen. So there was no time to sit and cry over spilled milk or woe is me. She was like, no, go make it happen. I was like,
y'all listening?
Yeah.
Do you guys see how beautiful that is to have that support? A lot of times, like as women, we want our husband to support us, and this man has supported some of the craziest ideas I've ever had.
I'm gonna keep doing it.
But I think so often we don't consider how much support a man actually needs.
Right.
And oftentimes when, things have happened and he feels like, because I'm not going to say you felt like a failure because it wasn't your fault that they just walked in and was like, you out.
I'm sorry.
But there are moments when there's a part of you that feels like, ooh, I got to figure out how to make this happen for my family. Yeah. But knowing that she had your back, like, what did that do for you besides making you get out there and hit? Did that make you hit even harder?
It made me hit the ground even harder because I knew she trusted in me, and I knew just that boost, that confidence boost. You hear folks say that all the time. You lose your job, you go home, and she threw you out too. No. And it's like, how could you? How dare you? I can't believe you did this to us. Yeah. And instead, it was everything that she had promised to be beforehand, because we're high school sweethearts. Yeah. We've been together since I was 14 years old. So we grew up together essentially. And everything that we promised each other during that time frame came to fruition in that moment when she stood up and said, okay, we got this. Yeah. Now go make it happen. And of course, I got my charge.
There you go.
I got a nice little leather suitcase.
She got me my little attaché.
I said, "What you need a suit? We got you."
I put on my suit and I put my resumes in my bag, and I hit the ground every day. I was putting out at least 100 to 150 resumes a week. A week, yeah.
Wow.
At the time, that's before all this technology. We could do that in 30 seconds, but I had to go physically put them out.
Right now, they didn't have Indeed.
No, they didn't have none of that. You had to walk in or look at the newspaper or anything like that. But even like when we just got married, we had nothing. He was prior military, so I stayed behind before he called for me. So he was like, "Okay, baby, I'm ready for you. I have the apartment." I'm like, "Yeah, my baby done." My baby done took care of business, right? So we get there. So he comes and get me. His mom gave us some stuff. My parents both of your parents gave us some stuff. My parents gave us some stuff, and I had bought my first bedroom suite. So mom was like, "You can take that with you. You
ain't
bought
nothing
it."
Like buying that first bedroom suite. It's yours. Like, you got sleeping on that little twin bed your mama bought you.
Like, you got a full size.
It was the most expensive thing we owned.
So she's like, "You can take your bedroom suite." So I take my bedroom suite. I get to the apartment. Well, we get to Jacksonville, North Carolina. And then he goes, "Oh, I got to go get the keys." I said, "Wait, what do you mean you got to go get the keys?" And he's like, "Yeah, I got to go get the keys." So we go to the office, the leasing office. And then they were like, "Well, you have to pay a deposit." He comes back out. He's like, "They said I have to pay a deposit. This is our first time leaving home."
Oh my God.
So, we didn't know any of this stuff. So, and then he's like, "Babe, they said we got to pay a deposit." He's like, "How much money you got?" I was like, "You lucky." I was like, "Baby, you lucky."
Teamwork.
I said, "You are so lucky. Here's the money."
It was the last of the money we had on us
of the
to
money
get the
we
keys.
had that was supposed to last us. Wow. So we got the keys and we come in, open the door, and I'm like, "Babes, where's the furniture? Where's the furniture?" Like, we had no furniture.
I got
other than the bed that I had.
And a roof.
What?
We're going to be safe and dry.
I mean, nothing. I was like looking at him like, "Babes, okay, you want me to do what?" Okay. So we had our wedding stuff that we haven't opened because we didn't move in yet.
Right.
So those things, thank goodness, for pots and pans and dishes and stuff like that. And my aunt had given us a bed set. So that was one of the bed set. And we had like the big old, that big back TV. Huge, that big one. The hump. Yes. And that was the TV. And we had a radio system and we had crates.
Yep. And that was,
like to sit on your
That's how we started.
And we would eat. I think we should go back.
I love it.
I love it because y'all was that, and you was like, let's back it up.
There's no way on that.
We got stories for days.
I love it though.
But hearing that, and now listening to, because we're gonna dig back into the transition from losing your job to where you guys are now. Yeah. But when you taking it back even further and getting there and realizing that, oh wait, I need a deposit. Like some of the
we didn't know anything about being on our own.
And thinking now, like where you guys are now and what you teach, I figure that's probably one of the reasons why financial literacy teaching it is so important for you guys, because when you started out, you kind of learned as you went along, and that's what happened with a lot of people. Like,
that's what happens with a lot of folks, and not prepared. You get to 18 and then you're told go, and when you go, it's like,
What do I do?
Where?
Okay, what do I do?
Exactly.
How do I pay rent? How do I start utilities? How do I put this in my name? So that helped to create that want and that yearning, so that when we got to the point where we are today, we can teach it back. But yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to detour us a little bit here, because what you're talking about now and teaching the financial literacy principles are the things that you guys did not know when you first started. You have started to really invest this knowledge into college students. And one of the ways you've done that is you guys have developed, I'm going to pick this up right here, the Student Wealth Playbook.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the Student Wealth Playbook.
I love it. No, the Student Wealth Playbook, just like everything else, was born out of a need. We remember starting off, and one of the things that we faced when we got out of school, luckily my wife was able to get her degree free. She subsidized and other things. But my degree ran me up $100,000.
Ooh, yes.
So we started life broke, and then before that,
broker,
because now we've got $100,000 worth of debt. So we started $100,000 in the hole based on the fact that we had to take on student loans and other things. So we see that now with most college students coming out. You've got a degree, you've got no skill sets yet, you've got no experience, but you've got at least $100,000 worth of debt on a degree, maybe. Then you're told to get a car. Now that's $40,000 worth of debt, and then you're told to get a house. And that can be anywhere between $200,000 and $400,000, depending on where you are as a starter. So think about how much debt you're starting off life with. The Student Wealth Playbook gives you some fundamental skill sets and strategies that you can use to cut that down. If you use the right resources or know where to get those resources, you can reduce your student loans, how to get in and get scholarships, how to network, how to utilize the folks around you and their abilities and their resources to help you and your circle grow while you're in college, so that when you get out of school, you know the right plays to make. Even if you're in debt, you know how to get rid of the debt quickly, because it teaches you the debt snowball and other things within that book, along with credit and understanding credit. Because when you're in college, that's when they start coming after you and they're giving you free credit cards.
Exactly.
They give you a lot of free money with no information, no
skill sets, and no strategies to use it.
And now your credit is bad, and now when you decide to go buy that property, the house, now you can't buy it,
right?
Or now you can't even rent if your credit is bad.
Yes.
So what do we do?
Right. So the Student Wealth Playbook is just some basic strategies and some information that we didn't have when we started off that has helped even up to today. It's a wonderful, my heart still feels great. I got a message on social media from someone who picked up the Student Wealth Playbook, and he said, "Thank you so much for giving us this, because it has helped me tremendously. I didn't even think about my credit. I didn't even think about networking. I didn't even think about all these things that I've already started to do that was getting me in trouble. So thank you so much, because now I'm on track." So that's why the Student Wealth Playbook was created, to help folks get started right before they get out into the world, so that, they don't start off on the negative foot that we.
Wow. So, hey, look, guys, everything he just said, rewind it back, because you guys have that capability. So go back and watch that about 3 or 4 more times, because he just said a mouthful, and he's totally right.
But if you can't rewind it back, just go to therightway360.com.
There you go.
And grab your copy.
There you go. Exactly.
Of the Student Wealth Playbook.
Yes, because like he just said, there's been multiple reviews and multiple people saying that they've gotten it, and it's helped them and blessed them so much so that they've now contacted them and told them how great it was. So please, guys, go out and check this out. But everything they just said, like credit and like my wife was saying earlier about financial literacy, it's important. It's really important. It's so important that if you don't, if it could cost you much more in your future if you do not have something like this, particularly this. If you guys don't get this, it could hurt you later on. So please go out, check it out. And we're gonna keep pushing, but I wanted to go deeper into that, but we're gonna be here all night.
I know, why you looking at me like I'm gonna make you stop or something? Like I feel like you blaming me.
No, because she's giving me that look like he needs to hurry up.
Wait, look again. This is a look like I'm very interested in what you're saying.
Look, did you see that?
Turn the camera off.
I saw that.
Wait,
I saw that.
turn the cameras off.
Get your Student Wealth Playbook.
Hurry up.
It'll light things up.
Exactly.
Like, how did the Student Wealth Playbook get us here? But
See what happens when you get your finances in order?
There we go.
There's something sexy
He's still
about
teaching.
being financially secure.
Yes, it is.
Something
Yes,
sexy
it
about
is.
that.
You can take off the
So
bottle.
sexy.
so extra. But this book, I mean, this book came out of you wanting us to people to have knowledge, but not just having to have a book. You guys also host something every year called the Wealth 360, Money Talks,
the Money
Wealth
Talks,
360 Roundtable.
Yes.
And I had the opportunity to be a part of that last year for the first time, and it was absolutely amazing to see those kids at Alabama A&M be able to come in and to get this wealth of information that was presented from all of these amazing speakers and facilitators who were not just people who were talking it, but people who were actually living that life and were able to show real receipts and real examples to these students, and then to even be able to partner with students afterwards. But I think one of the highlights of this event, I hate to even call it an event, of this momentous occasion, is that you guys offer scholarships to students to help them to come a little bit from up under the weight of going to college. So you don't just teach them how to manage their money, but you guys are helping them along the way. Giving me a little bit more information on the Head Start Foundation and how you guys are, I guess, the criteria for the scholarships and how some of our viewers can help you guys. Because I know like doing that is not something that's easy. The more people that donate, the more people that can be helped. Right. So number one, how can students sign up for scholarships? And two, how can businesses and organizations and individuals donate in order to help that effort move forward?
Okay, so you can go to the rightway360.com, and there is a link there where you will be able to donate, and you will be able to sign up for our newsletter. And when it opens up for scholarship to put in for their scholarship, it will have everything that they need. It's usually male, female, it doesn't matter. And we made it where it doesn't have any type of stipulation, because a lot of scholarship, if you have a certain GPA, you may not be able to get the scholarship. We took that out. As long as you are in school and you can prove that you are in school full time, and you need this, you need the money you put in for it, and then we usually ask you to do a video and a write-up.
Yes.
And then we watch your videos and we read your write-up, and then we all come together and make a decision who's going to receive the scholarship. So it's
Baby, listen, last year, this year actually, I was in the room, and it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
It was.
To see those kids receive that money and the gratefulness that they had with it. Their gratefulness caused audience members to say, you know what? I'm going to match that $500. And then somebody else got a little jealous about that being matched. You know what? I'm going to match you.
Put me in
So
too.
like being in a space, you know what? That also to me, I think was a very good lesson in what it means to be in the space. Because oftentimes we don't show up for ourselves. But those students showing up for themselves, because even the ones who were not necessarily chosen for the scholarship still received funding from the audience members. And one student also received a job offer. A graduating senior got a job offer he didn't win the scholarship, but he got a job offer.
He got a job offer on the spot from
amazing.
Amazon.
How did that make y'all feel?
Oh my gosh, I was crying.
We were in tears. I promised I wasn't going to cry this time.
No,
what we not going to do. What we not going to do is have me on there doing waterworks.
It was okay.
It was
a manly cry.
With the bear on his chest. Remember that dancing bear? Yes.
I wasn't even going to say nothing about the bear. I wasn't even going to say
That's a whole nother story.
Yeah, but I mean, I felt so proud. And the whole time I kept thinking my grandfather would be like, that's my girl, you know, because my grandfather is big about education, and he was also a pastor. So he was actually a principal at a school in the country where I'm from, my parents are from, which is Haiti. So he was one of the principal there. So he's very big when it comes to education. So I could just see it right now that he's gonna be like, yeah, that's my grandbaby, you know, right? But that made me like
I agree. We consider ourselves a family of service. Right. So just putting the seed out there that, hopefully it can be watered and grow into something, and then watch it actually happen.
Yes.
You can't help but try to choke back the tears, because you see that it's changing people. It's helping folks. Because the room was moving the way that it was, people were compelled to get up and give and multiply the little seed that was planted. So when you talk about being in the right place at the right time and showing up for yourselves, sometimes that's all it takes, because that young man came in there hoping to get a scholarship. He didn't get the scholarship that he wanted, but he got the job offer of a lifetime from a large company like Amazon. Amazon was our title sponsor this year. That's another blessing for us, because for us to build something that someone feels like Amazon is worthy enough for their time and effort to put into, it's a dream come true for us.
That's also a testament of the effort and the time that you all have put into this, and not just the time and effort you put into this, but the character that you all show. Because you can have this amazing platform that you've created, but if your character is garbage, not putting any money towards that.
Exactly.
So for a company to say, hey, we're willing to put money behind you, that says a lot about, you know, how they feel about you as individuals as well as your company. And I think that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it felt
you
so great.
mentioned about family.
Yes.
So before we get any further, we're gonna run this video for you. He's waiting.
Ooh, please hurry up. Play
We're gonna run this video for you
Play the
guys.
video.
Take a look at this.
Hey, where's Rose?
All right, kids, let's go.
Bigger than money, ain't new to the block. We stacking our chips, we sliding the drop. We stick to the grind, we ain't never gon' flop. Go down in the history, stay to the top. We getting the guap, and that ain't no mystery. Haters, they hate, they stay in they misery. New big body bands, they came with an ice. XCW gang got more ice than a hockey team. Bigger than money, ain't no one as nice. Yeah, I can see all money, profit inside. When it comes to the guap, you can say I'm a money. We got family doing the things that you want. They ask, how do we do it? Just watching, you'll get a clue. They ask, how do we do it? Just watching, you'll get a clue.
Wow, guys. Wow. I know y'all saw that, but hey, check it out. We a part of the family. Hey, you can be too if you go and buy your shirts.
That's
go purchase
right.
those shirts, guys. Hey, real quick question about that video. That was fantastic.
Yes.
So
Amazing.
what made you guys think to bring your family, your kids into the scene?
Yes.
Like what's that
So
dynamic?
for us, like I said, everything is based on family. You know, the Right Way 360 as a whole was built around the need that came from what we went through. And part of it is being a family of service. So us teaching and giving back, we were like, how can we put out something that folks can see how we actually operate? Because we want folks to see that you can get out of the circumstances that you're in, especially when we look at it from a paycheck to paycheck cycle. We call it the rat race. We want to see other families get out of that. We want to show that you can do it, and that we are that testament to being able to do that.
And also adding your family in the mix. They can see exactly what to do and what not to do, because we're not going to be here for the rest of our life.
Yes.
So when that happens, I want them to know, okay, I know how this business works, and I can continue the legacy, because I see it as a, if you run track and you do the first leg and you pass the baton to the next one, that's what I want for my family. We're the first one here, we're going. When I pass it on, they're gonna go. I don't want them to stall. I want them to take it and go
And keep
and
moving.
keep building into it. So if we're doing it together as a family, they're gonna be more susceptible of doing it, continue doing it as once we're past that baton.
Each one teach
Yes.
one. Is a
And so often we talk about securing the bag and, you know, creating generational wealth. And a lot of times I hear people talk about that, and I can tell in the conversation that they're only talking about money. What they don't realize is that you can create all of this wealth, but it's not going to be generational if your kids don't have an understanding of how to properly manage this money, or how you earned it, and how to continue to keep that going.
Absolutely.
It's going to last one generation, and that's it. Generational wealth should last for at least 4 generations. And if it lasts for at least 4,
It's
if
most
everyone
likely
is
to continue.
continuing to teach, it's most likely to continue. But the only way for that to happen is for there to be education as well as money passed along. And oftentimes, even if you can't leave money, if you can leave the right level of education and understanding and the right work ethic,
That is generational
that's
wealth.
the beginning of
Exactly.
generational wealth.
Yes.
That's the best seed you can plant.
Yeah.
Because money can always be made again.
Absolutely.
Money's printed every day.
Every day.
Yeah, it's more mindset, because when you talk about breaking generational curses, it's not just money. In most cases, when you think about generational curses, it's a mindset.
Yes.
It's something that's gone on in the family that's repeated through a cycle that has nothing to do with money. It's just recently this cliche has been tied to money, or like you said, securing the bag. But if, like you said, if you secure the bag and then you don't pass on the mindset, that bag's gonna be gone as soon as your kids get it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gone.
You know, it's funny because you mentioned about generational curses. I have this thing where I tell people I don't believe in generational curses. I do believe in generational cycles. And it's because, like you said, people are repeating the exact same habits that their parents had. And until someone decides to do something differently, it's going to keep happening over and over again. And you're calling it a curse. But really, it's not a curse is something that is basically tied to you that it has to continue, but a cycle can be broken much easier than a curse.
I like that.
A curse it requires I'm gonna get into all that stuff, but a curse requires a lot of death. Yes. But a cycle, all it takes is one person to decide
somebody
to
say I'm not
going
to do this. Yes.
So I'm not going to do the same thing that my mom did because I watched what she did, and she watched what her mother did or her dad did, and then they all had the same results. Why do I think that if I do the same thing they did, I'm going to get something different?
What's that? The definition of insanity?
Insanity. Yes, clearly. Clearly.
So along these same lines, talking about family, you guys, we know that you guys are, or you are, Sarah, author, right?
Yes.
So being an author, can you talk about that? We have some books here. I don't know. Yeah, we grab both of those. Yes. So can you talk about these based on family and how these came about?
Okay. So even though we teach financial literacy, we thought our children was paying attention.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We thought.
Oh my God, I love it.
But your kids.
So I thought
you heard about this before.
I thought our babies was listening. So and then we had a deal, and we said, okay, we called them all to the table, say, here, write this check. And the older ones, they were like, what are you talking about? Write this check. Write this check. Write it. Mm-hmm. Didn't know how to do it. The baby. That's why I called it Nyla Check
So you
Adventure.
just put her business out there.
I'm just going to say
the
she
baby
came
was
over.
the only one
she
that
said,
knew how to write
you need to put this here, that. And I'm like,
Wow.
And I'm writing checks all the time. We sit on the table. When we're doing our bills, we write the check, put it in the, in the envelope and send it out. They weren't paying attention.
Wow.
And so we had to kind of shift a little. And I said, okay, now we need to start doing more child-friendly. And I made it into a book instead. And so by doing that now, I could read it to my kids or read it so other people could read it to the kids, even though, you do it all the time. So this is how that came about.
That's a little
Nyla Check Adventure.
Wow.
And your own kids.
Yes. But you know what though? This has been a blessing to us because you came to my son's school. Listen. My prayer was, Lord, I want freedom to be able to go with my kids and all of this stuff, but I don't want to be there all the time. And so I remember I got tagged to do the mother reading day, and I was like, you know what? My child gonna be special. We bringing an offering with us. So I called her, and she was like, yes, I'll come. And baby, you came in and you read to those kids.
They loved it.
Listen, so this is just supposed to be my son's class.
Yeah.
When I this is supposed to be my son's class, 20-something kids sitting down, kindergartner, small group. I told the teacher that you were coming. All of a sudden, it became every kindergarten class, every elementary school. They brought them all to the library.
And I didn't even have enough checks to give out. I'm going, oh, I only bought 20 checks.
You see how you plant the seed and then it blesses,
just blesses everybody.
Yes.
But this was the kicker.
Yeah.
Those kids came in there and they were loud. And the teachers were like, we off duty, we got to guess.
You got them, it's your problem.
The way you came in,
she was
and
amazing.
you were
She's
like
a teacher.
kids, and they just were like, whoop. I was like, did she do some hoodoo? Because
it was perfect.
I mean, I think there were 6 or 7?
There was a lot of them. And there were
7 kindergarten class with about 20-something kids each. And when you got up there, you were so soft, like you weren't loud, you weren't mean, or you were just so nice, and they all locked in.
A lot of folks don't know she's an early childhood educator. So
that makes sense.
She started with preschools and owned her own preschool. So she's a natural around the kids.
So I kind of know,
you guys have a journey.
Hold on, wait. Let me say this real quick.
We got stories for days.
Let me say this real quick too. So what they just said is also another jewel. They're dropping a lot of gold tonight. So what they just said about knowing where you're going through or what you're going through in certain time frames in your life, don't take it for granted because there's an opportunity for you to prepare yourself because success is just when preparedness meets opportunity.
There it is.
So when those opportunities come, if you're not preparing because you're doing something else, you could be doing yourself a disservice for your future. The future you need you to be engaged in what you're doing right now. So,
or if you think that your preparation phase is for nothing, I believe that every phase of our life is for something that we can learn something from.
We tell folks that the journey is the blessing.
Yes.
You can't have the success without the journey. The journey is going to teach the lessons so that when opportunity meets preparation, you have success.
Because I'm sure as an early childhood educator, you weren't thinking about writing the Nyla's check, cashing that venture, a book with the cartoon characters
No,
for kids?
it was not at all.
But your
At all.
experience as an early childhood educator made this process a lot easier for you, and I'm quite sure it made you know exactly how to actually write it to where their level could understand it. Because financial literacy can be something that's difficult for adults to grasp.
Right.
Yes.
At first, when I wrote it, right, and then I was like, when I wrote it, I was like, babe, read this. And what do you think? He was like, okay, you got to change this word. This word's too big. I'm like, baby,
It's for the babies.
I said, baby, it's early childhood education. You give them one big word. So then when they ask, oh, so what does that word mean? Then that's a whole lesson. That's how early childhood education works. So you give them a little bit, you know, and then when they ask the question, you kind of elaborate on it. And so when I did that book, I was thinking, okay, when we do circle time, because, you know, you got to do your circle time and, you know, what month it is, what day it is, how does the outside look? And you have them get up and go look outside and they'll tell you what it is. So I had to make it feel like if we are going to do this, they can do it at circle time when they're reading it. And the teacher can have the check and, like, you know, call them over. Okay, where did we say we write that? And they could come up and say, we put it over here. So anything that I'm doing when it comes to the early childhood education, I wanted to make sure that it could be implemented in the classroom, because you learn so many ways. You hear, you see, you touch. You got to do it. Yes. And so you can, you know, maintain. And a lot of times you have to do something 3 times in order for you. Look at my island is kicking in, y'all.
I love it.
My island is kicking in. Listen to that. You hear that? Okay, so you need at least 3 times. And the whole time writing, I had to put myself as the early child educated teacher sitting in circle time. I mean, I had to put that whole atmosphere. I'm like, okay, just look about your kids. You know, they're going to be different age group. Well, you know, 3 and 4.
I mean, you have to wear 2 hats because you're the early childhood education and the financial literacy educator.
Right. So you're like, okay, we teach 1 + 1 is equal this, and then you do the count the oranges and all that. So I'm like, I have to make it feel like they're still doing that in like a preschool setting, but it's in a, like, that would be a 5th grade. That would be writing a check. I would say about 5th grade, but they can learn younger than that.
And so, just to make sure you guys are aware, these are both Amazon bestsellers.
Yes,
both.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them with a big old F.
Both of them. Yes. And then and Nyla, I'm sorry, in Tatiana Money Alphabet. Yes, Tatiana Money Alphabet Adventure that came about because our own adults didn't know certain financial terms. And I was like, oh.
I ain't judging y'all. That
No, we're not. There's no judgment.
This is a no judgment zone. We do not judge.
But think about it. If you never bought a house, you're not going to know certain terms.
Right.
That's true.
So I was
You don't know what you don't know.
You don't. So I'm like, okay, so if I put it in a book, the parents is reading it to the kids, the parents is learning, and the kids are learning.
That's that psychology, those psychology classes. Yeah, that's what that is.
Smart. Right. And that it worked. I mean, I read a couple times. I was like, man, girl, you did that. Man, you did that.
So I'm not gonna lie. I was reading this one and I was like, it's not over the kid's head, but I think the parents are gonna be able to glean a lot from that now.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
Right.
The kids will rise to the expectation you set for them.
Right. And then you can do flashcard with it too. You know, A is for asset. And you know, you just do, you know, kind of what is asset? And then you can have them go around and stick things on assets. You know, the house is an asset and they put a sticker on there. And so every time I'm writing, I always gotta make it where it could be used in multiple ways.
So are we gonna get like a game set?
Yeah.
Like I know for the first book we got a box set.
There's a box set for that one, and then there's flashcards as she just alluded to coming for that one. It's coming.
You heard it here first.
Flashcards.
She got
Tatiana's Money Alphabet Adventure flashcards are coming soon.
Go to Amazon though and get this while you can.
Yes.
Both are available. Both are still available on Amazon, correct?
Yes, ma'am, and yes, sir.
So you can get them both in hard copy and digital, because I know this one I got as an ebook.
This one,
soft copy for
this
that
one, Tatiana Money Alphabet is only soft copy, but the other two is this one is soft and hard. Yes, correct. Yeah. And there's a coloring book. There's a coloring book for each one.
Yes.
It's a workbook actually for Tatiana's Money Alphabet where they can write in what they are. Like when they see the A, they can write the meaning of it.
I love that.
Our boys love that, and we've used that to teach them so many concepts. So thank y'all so much for helping us teach
Love
them.
that compliment.
It's crazy to watch our boys go there and they read like Nyla's Czech Adventure. They're reading that to each other.
Listen, we know her.
When we first got that book, my youngest son, I was like, he gonna struggle to read a little while. I didn't, I was like, I don't, that little boy I walked in there one day and he was just reading. And I was like,
Yes.
Reading well,
so
too.
they love it. And they were like, he was like, Mommy, we're gonna meet her again. I was like, baby, you don't have to meet her again, but we're gonna see her again. Meeting is for the first time.
Yeah, he was fascinated because he was like, wait, Dad, look. She said, that's her because you brought your daughter with you.
Like,
That's her. I see her. So he told his brother when he got home.
Yeah.
Zach, I met her.
I'm so excited.
So that was fun. So guys, we're gonna push forward if y'all don't mind. So for your coupleship, as far as you guys, how long have you guys been?
Coupleship. I like that.
I like that one too.
I like that.
I like
Not
sometimes you
relationship,
make up these words.
Coupleship.
Sometimes you make up words, and, Hey, we've been on a date with you guys, and we've gleaned and we've learned so much. So if you guys don't mind to kind of give our audience a little spiel of just, what would you guys say to them as couples? And, because
trying to do all like
the
this
stuff
was
you
a
guys
lot.
Because
This wasn't even all of what you guys
yeah, but when you work together as a team, how are those dynamics? Just kind of give that little spiel if you guys don't mind.
I mean, for us, like I said, in our situation, we've been together, growing up since we were 14, and we've learned each other. But I would say to those looking to build, one of the key formulas that we use is making sure you set your goals to match what each other wants. You have a set of goals that doesn't match what I want, and I have a set of goals that doesn't match what you want. But we want to make sure that whatever we're doing, it aligns so that we get our goals along the way. So what we do is we're very methodical in a lot of things. I'm the details person, of course. I'm a project manager by trade.
I love it.
Bully.
Yes. I'm a project manager by trade. So she's big picture.
I'm big picture.
And I'll throw a little, shades of sunshine on the picture, and then I'll add the details. This is how we're going to get to the picture, right? So I create the yellow brick road for the picture.
Okay.
And what we try to recommend to folks is that you sit down and you go through, what is it that you want? What is it that I want? And then we line it on paper. What is the most easy piece that we can attain within the next short amount of time, whatever that time frame is? And then we line it up. And they're designed to knock each other down. So once you obtain this piece, we can easily obtain this one, and then we move on and so forth, so that everybody's getting something out of it. Because if it's one-sided, you're going to fail. Because somebody's going to feel left out, somebody's going to be, feel behind. But as you're doing it, you talked about all the things that we're doing in the big picture. You have to remember you first. As you're building, it's a journey. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You've got to remember yourselves along the way. So we make sure we never stop dating. We date each other daily.
I love it.
We set aside time where we cut out technology along the way on a daily basis, where we block out anything and everyone. So during that time frame, it doesn't matter what's going on. The world could be burning down, and we pray down. But while it's burning, during this time, we're going to be in our Zen space, and no one's allowed to bother us. Like when the kids were at the home, they knew when mommy and daddy went outside on the porch, we created a little oasis for ourselves. The phone stayed inside, and when we went outside through those doors, the children don't knock, don't come out there, don't ask any questions. When that time is happening, that is mommy and daddy's time. And that was our time to unplug and reconnect. So when you're doing a lot of things, there's a lot of things tugging at you. People, places, things, schedules, deadlines, the whole nine. If you stay in that mode, you will lose yourselves. You see a lot of times folks raise children, and then when the children are gone, they don't remember each other, and then they end up in divorce. We made sure that didn't happen. We were specific about making sure that didn't happen.
And that reason why we knew about that, someone told us that. Like when we got married, an older couple, and they said that to us. They said, don't forget yourself. Because I remember that. They're like, don't forget yourself. Because at the end of the day, when they're gone, it's only going to be you two standing there. Because they're going to have their own lives. They're going to have, they're going to get, especially if they get married. They get married, you're last in the totem pole. So, every time we use that. And there's times that, we kind of drift a little bit, but
the framework is there.
Yes, but you guys have been married for what, 30 years now?
Gonna be
29, 30
years next year. So it's gonna be, we're gonna try to do something big. He did Bali. I told him get ready because baby, 30 years.
Wait, you heard that right?
30 years.
I said we did Bali. You got to top that. No, not that we've done that. Now you got to go bigger.
We going bigger, honey. Okay.
That has to always
gotta
be
be there
goals.
too.
Yes.
You just said
the ambition, right?
Right.
See
So,
what happens.
you heard it.
See that double-edged sword?
Learning
30
exactly.
years. This is the next one.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
look, I told him, I said, because he always he pushes himself a lot. And I keep telling him, babes, take it easy, take it on. Oh, I still have to work. I'm like, we made it. I said, if you look at our vision board, everything we wanted on that vision board had happened.
The
One
vision
of it
board's
was
done.
the last thing that was on that vision board was that travel.
Wow.
And when I told him we went, I mean, the clarity. I mean, we're like, we need to scale back. Like, we're doing way too much. We need to scale back. And then we were just looking at each other like, we were teenagers and we were saying, we're going to travel. We're going to grow old each other. We're going to have kids. We're going to have grandkids. Well, we have grandkids now. The oldest one got married and gave us 2 and 1 on the way. So it's growing. And I'm like, we are here. This is where we wanted to be. And I think you had asked me what is next. To be honest, I want to be in a lake house, my grandbaby running, and I'm on my deck on the couch or something, having a baby. Yes.
Relaxing.
Yeah, relaxing.
Yeah.
I mean, we did the work. You know, we had our boots like on the ground. Now it's time to take the boots and hang them up.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. You know, listening to you guys talk, for us being high school sweethearts, we've traveled a lot in the world and saw places, been in the military and things like that, and come across a ton of people. And one of the things that we always get is people like, oh my God, like what you guys have is so rare. Like, you know, I don't know nobody else that has anything like that. And to run into you guys and to meet you all and to see that not only do you guys have that, but you've been in it longer than we have. You're coming up on, like I said, almost 30 years of marriage. And I love every opportunity that we get, and now having to have someone else here with us that can also share that, like, this can work. But it takes dedication from the both of you. Because I have people all the time who like, oh, I wouldn't tell you to get married young. And I'm like, it's the best decision we ever made.
It was the best decision we ever made, and when we looked at our friends who told us the same thing, and now family members, some of them who were married during that time frame are not now. And for us, we grew together, so we learned each other. And the one thing that we learned about each other is that as we're going through this journey, we're reinventing ourselves as individuals. So we have to keep relearning each other. That's why you have to stay the course, because there is no one set formula. If you're changing and I'm changing, we're not going to match what other people are doing. So when you're trying to ask somebody for the formula, you can only give the framework. Stay the course. Stay the course.
I swear, I think y'all got cameras in our house. We literally just had this same conversation. Because people always ask, like, what is it that you guys do, and, you know, to get here? And I'm like, the stuff, the actual details of what we've done are probably not going to work for you.
It's the
But
framework.
the framework and the basic principles of what we've done, that's what you apply. And I think a lot of people fail because they're trying to apply the details and trying to be like someone. Trying to match that.
You can't do that.
Instead of literally just applying the framework.
You have to be committed. You both have to be committed to wanting it to work. That's what marriage is. You're constantly, I hate to use the word compromise, because it's not compromise. You're learning to maneuver so that everybody gets what they want.
Compromise isn't a bad word.
Compromise is not necessarily a bad word, but it means you're not getting exactly what you want. But the thing is, what you want can be changed to match what you actually have. We don't go to war with the army we want. We go to war with the army we've got. And this is the marriage we have, and these are the people we have working it. So you work within the confines of what you have as you continue to grow. So again, it goes back to the framework. If you have the framework, which is, we want this to work. I want to be with you. I want us to grow old together and have grandchildren. Guess what we've done? We've grown older together. We ain't old yet. Don't get me wrong now.
We're not there yet.
I got my J's on. We've grown older, and we have the grandkids, and we've created the success for ourselves that we envisioned, that we put on our dream board, that, like she said, we realized that at the end of our trip, we completed everything we set out to do. So we got to a moment of void. We were in a moment of bliss and zen that had no confines, and it had nothing tugging on it that says, you need to go do this. And in that moment of clarity, we realized being unclear was a wonderful thing. I don't know how else to explain that.
I was like,
It's like,
what do you want to do? I don't know. You took the. We gonna
we've
go
done
with you.
everything. Now what?
Yes.
So yeah,
Yes.
that when you tell folks,
because people make it seem like, oh, you don't know what you want to do. You need to try to figure it out. But being in the space where it's like, we've done all the stuff we wanted to do, and now we don't know what we want to do next. But it feels amazing.
Yes.
we're
Because you're not constantly chasing something.
You're constantly. That's
We
why
were.
one of the things that we watch with traveling. We're constantly chasing something, and when we went to these places in these other countries, they were not.
Wow.
And watching the difference in the societies and where folks were content with where they were, and they were stopping for a moment to have a conversation on the street. They were just sitting and maybe just having a drink, a coconut water. When you see that level of contentment and think on what were we racing to,
I know.
you're like, why were we racing? What is it we're trying to get to? And unfortunately, and fortunately for us, we did that and got to the end of the race and realized at the end of the race, why the hell did we do that?
Right. I mean, even like we were looking because it's gonna be 30 years, so I was like, oh, we need to upgrade the ring, right? I'm like, yes, we're gonna upgrade the ring, and we started looking at rings.
$10,000, $15,000, $20,000 rings because you gotta go to Jared.
Hell, okay, 30 years.
He went to Jared.
This is not a plug for Jerry.
This is not a plug. But you
Unless y'all want to sponsor us.
Oh, now, we got you. Come on, I'm ready.
But we went there too.
I know exactly.
But we went there too.
Right, so we went looking at jewelry and things like that, and then they were telling us the price, and I'm going, okay, and then I came to him a couple of days ago. I'm like, babes.
Actually, she came to me
Was it
yesterday.
yesterday?
It was
Okay.
yesterday.
I came to him yesterday, and I said to him, like,
Actually, I came back to
Not that deep
her.
anymore.
She said it a few days before,
I thought so.
and in the shower, because that's when you have your best epiphany.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Literally, see,
Yes.
y'all think we be playing.
Yep.
And just us.
That's when we had our best.
Because we were in the bathroom, right?
She came back to. I said, "Did you really say what you said?" And she was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Did you say you don't mind it?"
Yep. He said, "Did you say you don't mind to get like a fake ring?"
CZ.
I said, "CZ." I said, "No." He was like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "I got it.
We were in Wally
I don't
World.
need."
We were in Wally World shopping for some
I said,
groceries.
"I'll go to Walmart and go get me a that goes upgrade that baby. Here you go."
Yeah.
Why? I'm like, why do I need it? I already have it.
Yes.
So it goes back to that moment
Yes.
of clarity, being unclear and realizing we raced to the end because we were told that's what got us in trouble the first time. We were supposed to get all these accolades, accumulate all this stuff, just so we can retire not doing nothing. Well, why did we race all the way up the hill to get here just because we wanted to go back down here and go sit down?
Right.
And in that moment, that's where that conversation
Wisdom.
followed up in my head. And I said, did you really say what you said?
Yes.
And it really dawned on me. I was like, she's there.
I've
And
been
in
there. I've
her
been telling
being
her.
there,
I've been telling her,
mind-wise,
like,
she pulled me there.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, she's willing to just put on, just a little CZ ring just to say we changed our ring out.
Just to make sure that nobody, get confused.
Right.
When they walk in the street.
Just to say we be 30 years. But the thing is, in that moment for me, I realized stuff don't mean nothing. It's the material means nothing. I couldn't tell you how much money I spent on this trip.
That's good
I'm not lying. I don't know how much I spent. I still haven't done the budget on it.
But the memories that you
But
guys
the
experienced.
memories that we accumulated
Wow.
on this trip, if it took everything I owned to pay for it, I would have went gladly. I would have went gladly because we found each other.
Oh, yeah.
We've been working. One of the things of being married for as long as we've been married, you learn to play the role. So when things are hard, knowing that you're committed, it's not that you're faking it, but when things are hard, you stick to the framework.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're constantly getting tugged at one meeting to another, and we know we have to do these things, and we're doing these things. It's not that we don't love each other, but we're in mode.
Yeah.
And when you're in mode, you've got to move. And when we went on this trip, we realized how much of the mode that we were in.
You can turn off the business partner and just
And we
With
and
your
that
best
and,
friend.
and when we
Best
did
friend,
that,
yes.
it took us about 2 days, 3 days into the trip
Wow.
to do
Yes.
it.
Plug, yeah.
Yeah.
To unplug.
I mean, you should have saw us in the like if he did anything, and I'm like, I'm like,
Because
I'm
we're
not
in the
saying
mode.
nothing
We're in
because
the mode.
we just go, okay, I
Trying to
get it.
get
You're
out the
having
mode.
I'm like,
good
you having a
teaching.
bad day,
That's
I'm
good
like,
teaching.
you're hurting. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave you alone. Okay, blah blah. Third day, I don't know what we were doing. I think we were eating or
We were
something.
eating.
I think we were eating. We
Because
sat
it's always
down,
about food.
and we were
Oh,
like,
yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Y'all know it.
We were eating. He just went and he smiled. I'm like, you got it. I'm like, literally, he didn't have to say anything. You're there.
Yeah.
He was like,
In fact,
yeah.
I think she took a picture of me. The picture's on my social media, and I think the post said something like, she asked me, "What am I thinking?" And really, in that moment, I wasn't thinking anything.
Wow.
We were sitting on the waterfront. The beach was
No planning.
The beach was maybe 30
Nothing.
yards away. She had some drinks. I had a drink and some food, and we were just looking into the abyss. And I realized in that moment, damn, I don't have. We're here.
Yes.
And I ain't got nothing to do.
Yes.
And it was a wonderful feeling.
That smile was so beautiful. Like, I knew that smile. I was like, oh, yes. I was waiting, baby. I was over here going, come on, go play with me.
Get out of there.
Listen.
Get to the bottom,
We
boy.
gotta get over there. Oh, we going.
Yes, that's where I was.
Oh, we
The
going.
abyss.
Yes, so you gotta go to the
But do
abyss.
you see how beautiful they look?
I was so happy.
It was that realization, and yeah, she'd been telling me for a while, and I haven't been soft. I have not. I have not been soft because I've been in mode trying to get things done because I'm a project manager and I wanted to see it done. And if I don't get it done, it's gonna rain on me. And I realized in that moment we'd already done it. I just keep recreating the picture a different way and trying to get to it a different way, but we've already done it. So we got back to each other. We
Yeah,
got
we did.
soft.
We
I got to see her again with all.
Men can get soft too, guys.
Okay, yeah, let's clarify. I'm not saying. I'm not like
With his wife.
Okay,
Him and his wife.
Not like you gonna come over here and go try my man. Oh no,
Exactly.
not that kind of stuff. Okay.
Bacon and him might kick out.
What?
We don't want to.
I'm gonna let the Jamaica and everything. I'm gonna sit back and be like, okay.
Don't take it wrong. I don't want to invite nobody to get no beating. Okay. But in that moment, I got back to us.
Right.
And I held her. I held her and I was like, I wanted to say, damn, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I still had to be me.
Remember the bully?
She understands.
When you wrap your arms around her, she knew.
I know. I was like, oh.
So when I was like, baby, what do you want to do? She was like, I'm doing it. We're just, and she sipped her little drink and I was sipping my drink and it was just enjoying that moment. So to other couples, I would say, put the framework in place. Understand that you're here for each other. Set your goals to move forward and then set a plan to follow those goals to get to where you want to be, but don't forget each other in the process. And remember why you're doing it.
And have grace for each other. There's going to be times that you're not going to be on your A game.
Yes.
But the partner or the needs to understand, like, that's not my husband or that's not my wife. I know who that person is. Allow them to let it out, because if you hold it in, it's not good because you're going to have resentment. So let them have it and be on the side like this. Come on, baby, I'm right here. Come. I'm ready for you. And then when it happens and you're both get exactly what you wanted, you just had to wait on them, give them grace. So that's what I do.
So what I love about you guys is that you guys don't just speak this. Like, you don't just tell people to do this. I've watched multiple times. My wife and I, we watch you guys, and I watch how, that there's a moment where
Because we watched y'all for a while before we even had the first conversation.
It's important. It's important.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
Because people be peopling.
Exactly. And they are some really great actors.
Yeah.
Oh,
but we've seen how you guys have done things together. Then how, when you wrote the books and you were doing your book signing and all that, he came out and, hey, I'm supporting this her thing. She was there when I was doing my thing, and so I love the teamwork and not just we're just speaking this and saying this, that we're physically doing it and showing you. And I also love what you just said then about unplugging. Because when we went to Punta Cana, we didn't have cell phones. They barely worked. We were out, so you're trying to, call people, but you just couldn't. So like you guys said, after about a day or so, we just had to put those phones down.
Well, my phone was working.
Yeah,
Your phone worked?
It wasn't that good, though. It's still,
No, my phone worked.
Mine did not work overseas. I was so mad.
it didn't work well?
Yeah.
Hey,
faked
look, we're not getting sponsored. We're not getting sponsored by her phone company. So
I didn't even call the name. That's why I didn't mention it.
that's why I threw it out there. But if you guys want to sponsor, that's okay too. But we still not gonna say who you are. I
Cut the
apologize.
check.
Exactly.
There you go.
But when we unplugged though, we had so much fun. So we understand, and we're seconding That's why you want to say that. We're agreeing with what you guys just
Absolutely.
said. That when you unplug like that, it changes you. Like you say, you stop with the materialistic, and then when you come back, you're a different person. That's why I just said when we notice you guys, you look different. Your vibe is different. Your aura, your glow.
We came back and literally stopped everything we were doing. We called our team. Was like, we're pausing because we're gonna pivot. But we got to know what that pivot looks like. And right now it needs to match what we started with. We built a brand based on what we like to see and what we felt and who we are. And we got away from it because we let it become mechanical because of all the outside influences. We want to get back to that because in that frame of mind, we were the most creative, the most our skits, our ideas, the products that we came from, the classes that we taught, everything was organic, and we got away from that.
Because nothing had to be perfect.
Right.
All you had to do was just be yourself.
Just be yourself. And then suddenly we started the shift.
We started to put the
like,
corners on it, crossing the teeth,
yes.
and
Trying to fit into the algorithm.
Yes.
Get as many numbers as possible. And it's so easy to
fall into that.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Y'all know, okay, listen, we will talk.
Yeah, we got her shut down.
Listen, we will talk nonstop. This has been absolutely amazing. Thank you guys for coming out and sharing with us and chatting with us and talking to us and giving us all this amazing insight. We're going to have y'all back because I know there's going to have to be a part 2.
Hey, put that down in the comments.
If you want to see what the next chapter for the Wrights look like, go ahead and say, hit us up a second time.
Exactly. Yeah. Come back. Bring these guys back.
Come on.
We got more of our bag.
Right?
Exactly.
So right now they've already agreed. Y'all heard it. It's on camera.
They coming back.
Every camera capturing it. They've agreed to come back.
Anything for the Carters. We're just gonna let you know.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for coming. We love you guys.
Thank y'all for having us.
Thank y'all.
So it's been fantastic, guys, and fantastic. That's my country coming out, but you guys know me. I'm James Carter. I do my thing. But no, I'm
Country boy from Georgia. I don't even sound right saying that.
I messed that word up, so I just had to slip up and throw my thug at you guys. I'm not a thug at all. Don't get me wrong. But I do my thing if you want to, swing. You know what I mean? But no, hey guys,
get sponsorships like that.
I'm just kidding. Like, look, guys, I'm just. My wife called me the big bad.
We need to see Professor Carter.
That's for the school.
You've been doing that all day.
It's nighttime over here. I don't know what. Nighttime we switch up. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm totally kidding.
I love him.
Hey, but no, we like to have fun. You guys know us with the Carters, chatting with the Carters. So please, guys, keep watching as we bring more people on. We're gonna have as much fun as we possibly can. Try to come into you guys' households, and hopefully, you guys, I'll be passing by your house and hear my voice and be like, "Hey, that's me, baby girl. Check it out."
You're gonna be a creep.
I just might be walking by the house, but I'll be out at nighttime walking because I'll be trying to get this slim on. So while I'm walking by,
and this is why he doesn't close the show.
No, I'm just playing. Hey, we're gonna see y'all on the next one. Y'all have fun. Stay in love and stay blessed, as they say. So we're gonna see you guys later.
All right, we love you.
All right, perfect.
Next time. You're so extra. Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Chatting with the Carters. We have some amazing things on the horizon, particularly on February the 6th. We want you to mark that day on your calendars. We will be bringing back Lovers Conversations, and you will get the opportunity to experience a live Chatting with the Carters, live and in person. Go ahead and click the link below and get your tickets right now. Secure that. Also on February 6th, our book, Becoming One, will be released. You want to get that book. Go ahead and pre-order that book today.
Pre-order now.
Right down here in the captions.
Yep, go get it, guys. See you guys soon.